guys, and welcome back to Vlogmas. I have a very brief video for you today and just some Christmassy internet fun for you. A couple things for you to check out, and the first is actually a acquaintance of mine reading A Christmas Carol. Now, for those of you Brits out there, I don't know how good his British accent is. To the American ear, it sounds perfectly acceptable, but I'll be interested to hear. Anyhow, it's a very charming video where he just reads A Christmas Carol, and there is a cozy fire background, and it's just very, very fun. And so I thought I would share it with you because when maybe you're doing your holiday to-do list, like baking or wrapping presents, you can have it on in the background, and it's really nice, I think, to be able to fit in A Christmas Carol every single year. The next is Zoella. Zoella is a YouTube sensation, so probably most of you have heard of her, but in case you haven't, Zoella does kind of hauls and beauty and lifestyle type video. I'm mentioning her in this video though because every year she does Vlogmas and she has really crazy Christmas sweaters to show you and fun Christmas baking, and then in addition to that, on her vlogging channel you get to see all of the Christmas activities that she does. So if you kind of want to live vicariously through someone, you can watch those vlogs or you can just watch her main channel videos, but I will link them both down below. The next is a Bookish podcast that I quickly fell in love with as soon as I found it, and it's called Tea or Books, and it is hosted by Simon and Rachel. They both live in England, and they are both literature enthusiasts, and they really like similar books to what I like. So if you like Stella Gibbons, if you like modern classics and classics, this will be such a fun podcast for you. They do read a little bit of literary fiction as well though, so a little bit of everything in there, but mostly classics and modern classics. And they have a Christmas podcast from last year that you could look up just about reading Christmas themed books, whether they like that or not. But they have fun discussions and interesting discussions like city books versus city books versus books set in the country, or Dickens books versus Dickens adaptations. Interesting topics like that, and I think you guys might find it interesting. The next is another Bookish podcast, and that is hosted by Anne, who is the writer and creator of the blog The Modern Mrs. Darcy, and hers is called What Should I Read Next? And I think it's kind of like Dr. Laura for book lovers. People call in, and she asks you a book that you loved, a book that you hated, and what you're reading now. And after she gets those answers, she gives you a recommendation of what she thinks you should read next. And I think it's a lot of fun. Then two fun, not really Christmassy things. They might have some Christmas videos coming out, but just really fun channels to watch if you just want to be terribly amused. And the first is Natalie at Community Channel. She's been around for over 10 years on YouTube, so you have a whole slew of videos you could check out. But she's just extremely hilarious and sarcastic. She's totally my type of humor, and I think she's great, and it might be an amusing couple hours you can pass. And then the other are Rhett and Link, and they run a daily show that comes out on YouTube, and that is Good Mythical Morning. And they have really hilarious things. Sometimes they do debate-o-rama where they talk about hot dogs versus hamburgers, and they have heated debates about that, or they talk about cats versus dogs. But they also do really interesting things like Will It Burrito, and they try all sorts of food for burritos, and really zany things and things you wouldn't be able to come up with yourself. So definitely some amusement to be had there if you check out Rhett and Link. That's the internet fun I wanted to tell you about. Please let me know if you think there are any internet goodies I should check out, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next Vlogmas video.